In this lab, we will deploy our first OpenTelemetry collector in container mode. Then, we will connect it to our application in order to forward and to follow all traces directly in the collector. To do this, we will follow the steps from this page. As a summary, it means that we will add a new package to our application in order to export to the collector. Then we will update our code to switch from the console output to the collector itself in the exporter. Finally, we will edit our Docker Compose file so that we add the collector container, and we will create a config.yaml file in order to configure this collector. Then we will rebuild and redeploy our application so that we can test that it works. Let's go to the instruction first. As you can see, we've got two different options in order to connect to the collector. We can use either the HTTP protocol or the gRPC protocol, which is an HTTP v2. We will use for this lab the gRPC protocol because it works well with Docker Desktop, and so we are able to benefit from the better performance provided by HTTP v2. So we go to option B here. As you can see, the first instruction is to update our package.json for each service in order to add the new library to export to OpenTelemetry gRPC. So let's do this in our code editor. So I will go to the package.json of each service here, and I will add my new library. And same for the web service. Next step is now to update the tracing.js in order to export no more to the console output, but to export directly to gRPC and to the collector. So first, we'll add a new const. Here. And the second step is to replace the console span exporter here with an exporter directly to gRPC. So this is using the constant that we have just defined. As you can see, you can define here directly where is your collector in terms of URL. But in fact, instead of doing it in our code, we will do it in the Docker Compose, because like this, it's more easy to update it if we have to change it without having to modify all our code. So we will go directly to the environment variable of each container, each service in the Docker Compose. Here, for example, for the web. Here. And add the endpoint environment variable. And same for the service here. Now that we have done what is specific to the gRPC protocol, we will go to the steps that are common for gRPC and HTTP. First, we will create a config.yaml file for our OpenTelemetry collector with all this content. So I copy the content, I go to my OpenTelemetry folder, create a conf folder, and in this conf folder, I add my config.yaml. And I add the content here. Okay. So let's explain a little this content. We have defined an extension. Extension is used in order to debug or to add any specific behavior to your collector. Here we use an extension ZPages that is used to debug the collector. It will add a website to our collector so that we can see some metrics regarding all traces that are going through. Then we've got different sections based on the fact that we should define a pipeline in a collector. So what is a pipeline in an OpenTelemetry collector? A pipeline defines 3 steps. First, receiver steps that is used in order to receive data from different sources. Then a processor step that is used in order to transform this data. And finally, an exporter step that is used to define where you will export this telemetry data. So here we define as receivers the OTLP protocol, meaning that we will collect traces, metrics or logs only from OTLP sources, whether they are gRPC or HTTP. We didn't define any endpoint, any port, because we will use the default one, which are defined or described here. Then, as processor, in order to transform our data, we will just use the batch processor. The batch processor is recommended for any collector because it helps you reduce the resources used by OpenTelemetry simply by not connecting each time you've got a telemetry data that is received, but only by group of data or every few seconds. Here again, we didn't change any default parameter of the batch processor. That's why you don't see any additional configuration here. And finally, as exporter, we will use a simple logging to the collector system log with a log level debug in case we've got an issue when we start our collector. So once we have defined these 3 properties, we define our pipeline for traces, because we will receive only trace for this lab, with our receiver OTLP. Remark that this is a table, meaning that you can have different receivers simply by adding them after. You can have also different processor and different exporter, but here we use only one. And we will also use for our collector the extension ZPages in order to debug it. This extension is common to any pipeline. So now that this configuration is defined, we just have to finalize our configuration by defining the collector containers that we will deploy. For this, we will go to our Docker Compose file and we will add this piece of code. So I will copy it, go again to my Docker Compose, and I will add the OpenTelemetry collector container. Don't forget that this is YAML and you should use the good indentation for this new service. So what do we have here? We use a standard image from the OpenTelemetry community. We use the contrib image simply because it contains more receivers, more exporters, and more processors than the standard OpenTelemetry collector one. We define the name of our container. This name here should match the configuration that you put in your different services as the URL for the collector, for sure. We define all the ports that we open. Remark that we open the ports both for gRPC and HTTP in case we have another source of data, and we open also the port in order to connect to the ZPage page, and then we define where to find the configuration. If we don't do this, the OpenTelemetry collector will start with the default configuration. So I save the file, and now we just have to restart our service and check if everything is working well. For this, we will use the Docker Compose up with the build option, simply because we have modified the code of the tracing.js and we have added new libraries, meaning that we should rebuild this. So the first operation done by Docker Compose is to retrieve the OpenTelemetry collector image directly from its repository, and then it starts our application. It rebuild and start our application. DB fixture has been sent correctly. The collector has been started also correctly. We can see it also in Docker Compose here. We can see that the new image for Docker collector is up, and we can go directly to the log of the collector. So the pipeline is started, receiver has started, everything seems okay on the collector side. So now what we can do is we can first test directly the collector by sending him a small trace. This trace has been provided in your project in the test folder, so it is a small JSON that contains a single trace. So I will go to my terminal. I will take a new tab and I will send the trace. The trace has been sent. If I look at the collector log, you can see the trace here. Now that we can see that our collector is working well, we will simply use our application again and test it. Hello world is working well. I will go also to the /API/data. I can see a lot of data because I have not removed the DB fixtures, meaning that it recreates data again and again. And here I can see the get/API/data in the trace. If I go to the Z pages from the collector, I will be able to see the debug information from it. And here I can see that one trace above 100 microseconds has been received on the V1 trace. That's the one that we send with the curl. And the other one has been sent directly from the application, meaning the localhost/4000 and localhost/API/data that is going both from the web to the data layer. If we test more, okay, this figure has been increased because of the new trace. Again, a new figure here. So our collector is working well and getting all the trace from our application.